At the ballet, the ballet. Have you seen a chorus line by chance? The movie A Chorus Line or the play Chorus Line? Have you seen it?
I say yes, but I haven't.
Oh, you're gonna say yes, but you haven't.
I'm familiar with it.
Tits and ass won't get you jobs unless they're yours.
Was in it, right?
No. Maybe on Broadway, but not in person. I was singing one of the songs from Chorus Line to you that went, tits and ass will get you jobs unless they're won't get you jobs unless they're yours, is the phrase. Yeah. I thought it was interesting. No. It's a real song. If you look up Tits and Ass Chorus Line on YouTube, you'll see that song.
And then it's like that's why men are more inferior to women because they say stupid shit like that.
Well, whatever. Go Hillary.
Yay, Hillary. I guess. Yeah, I can't believe you just made it that really crude song.
I didn't. Like I said, Google it. You'll see it there. And
oh my God, that's even worse that there's a real song.
yeah, damn straight there's a real song.
How's your painting coming along?
Well, slowly, but kind of. I was like complaining.
Oh, sorry. About centaurs that want to kill Satan?
Yeah, kind of. Like a centaur, like it's a death run on Satan.
So then you're going to have the aqua person kind of shield herself.
Oh, no, there is no aqua person.
Hey, stop the fighting, no, neutral.
No,
and then you got to have the air sign in there too, so you have them all.
No. This is strictly a binary battle. Unless the ground sign, the goat sign, which isn't an earth sign, it's a fire sign because it's Aries. But I have one that's outside of the spherical domain of being within Sagittarius or within Satan's goat fire sign on the top of Devil's Tower. I could just send you a picture. Let me just send you a picture of it.
Okay.
Here we go. Well, maybe I can.
None of those breasts look like mine that I saw in your painting.
There were breasts that looked like yours?
When I saw you, like I kind of looked at some of your chat room as you were drawing. So, I mean, I couldn't really see, but I was like, whoa, hers are definitely not even close to mine.
No, I was thinking that these are like my neighbor's tits. The neighbor, the witch from Eastwick, the third witch you never met.
You just saw those recently?
No.
You're a different account?
The last ones you've seen.
Oh, Brother John's in the room. Now we're recording. Now we're going live.
We are live.
Yeah, we are live. She's wondering why her tits are not in my paintings, and she's accusing me of seeing some other woman's tits since I last met her. No, I have not seen any woman's tits since I last met you.
Yeah, but none of those are like mine. A little upset.
Well, you've been upset at a few things. Maybe I should retitle the hang.
Huh?
Maybe I should retitle the hangout to "My Tentative Girlfriend is Upset."
In the head with like my foot. If I were there.
Yeah, no, I know. Resort to violence and then watch some MGTOW videos. videos.
That's right. I keep my bitch in line.
Me being the bitch. Like, look how I kick them in the school. Look how I keep my bitch in line. Quit saying those things.
I like him to be just really just super depressed, and then I can just, then when he sees me, it's like, then it's like 10 times happiness.
Why don't you just come over?
All the way down, and then it's like, hey, and then it's like, he's really happy. Don't have to do much. Well, I'm thinking, because, like, the barn a little bit, that I need to step her up, or else call it Uber.
Why don't you go get us a couple shrimp burritos and bring another 6-pack over and come and hang out for the night?
See, this is...
Otherwise, I'll have to go, like, bring back one of my ex-girlfriends and fish her on in and make a big to-do out of it and put it on a hangout and then send you the hangout and then you'll cry yourself to sleep because you didn't come over.
No, because when we left, that space was out. Remember, we were getting fries there, and they took forever, and we're like, let's just go.
Yeah, but that was once. They're not going to remember you. They didn't remember me when I went back just because we ordered fries and didn't pay and left. Doesn't mean shit. They're a business.
You're in a drive-through, and they were taking forever, and Mike and I are like, we can't wait any longer. We've got to go to McDonald's. But no, they were really taking forever, so we left. But I don't dare go back to listen.
Here, I got to go in the other room for just like 30 seconds, so I'm going to leave you here with Brother John in a live recorded hangout. Here you go.
John, sorry I didn't let you talk at all. It was funny for you to talk this time.
Oh, wait, he just typed that he's away from his keyboard. So that just means he's got to wait like 30 seconds. So tell a story to the crowd.
I don't have any stories. I recommend everybody look up Hans Christian Andersen, the original, The Little Mermaid. Just by the way, Mike didn't know that story. He was quite disturbed when I told him that she turned to sea foam. I think he almost cried, actually. He was really, really upset with Hans Christian Andersen's version of The Little Mermaid. And actually, I'm really surprised that he did not know that version. That's just a little story right there. The end. True story.
Did you know that my first girlfriend was so small, she was like a little tadpole mermaid? And since I heard about this character called Christ, and I was dating a mermaid, right? Even though I was more of a pan, I heard about him. And he wanted to be a fisher of men and teach men how to fish. So I decided, hey, I'll just hook that mermaid and pull her out and club her head on the fucking rocks. Kidding, metaphorically speaking. In terms of how our relationship went down.
Do you see how upset he gets when the real truth of the mermaid comes out? He just can't handle it. So it turns to crazy talk.
Anyway, no, later on I depicted her as a witch, and I did boiling mermaids as little tadpoles that symbolized my dead, aborted children. And then I reassociated with her the metaphor and talks about our broken relationship. Oh, yeah, anyway. Who wants to hear about your exes?
You are just so disturbing on so many levels.
Well, I like it because you still hang around.
Well, no, not technically, since I'm not there. I'm not hanging around.
Right,
You've just got me on the phone, a little curious.
Right. Well, you know, I'm trying to put my worst foot forward in these chat rooms and say some self-derogatory.
So, but I am looking at your beautiful Cinderella painting, and I love my Rapunzel painting, and I still want my Snow White.
Oh, too bad.
You've got to look up his princess painting.
I'm so sorry about that Snow White paint. I don't think I'll ever be able to give that up to you.
Why? Well, I just want to print.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Why?
Hee hee hee. Ha ha ha. Very funny, Mike.
You promised it to me already. This is how romantic he is. He's like, oh, I brought you the Rapunzel painting because I thought you needed all three. Because he's already promising me the Snow White painting. And I was like, oh, he's so sweet. He's so romantic. Blah, blah, blah. Rapunzel painting, which I'm not expecting. And because he tells me I need all three. And I'm like, oh, I can't get any more, like, goopier in love.
Oh, whatever. You don't even know the meaning of love. I'm just a stark potato object. I'm Mr. Potato Head to you. You just treat me like you're going to put different lips on me one day and guide me in another day and just keep the Mr. Potato Head cozy and warm, but keep changing shit whenever it feels right.
Well, let me answer that after I get the Snow White print.
All right, yeah, where do you go from there?
Right?
Right. See, my problem though, after you left or your phone call deleted or whatever, I was like, I was thinking how I really need to change some of these characters, and I thought it would be good to have you here so you could see stuff. And I sent you an image. I just don't know if you can see it all, right?
Oh, I want to hang on. Oh, wait, I got it. Hang on. View conversation. So wait, I'm gonna. Those boots are not like mine. Neither are those. Mike.
What, did you home in on the titties?
Yeah, first thing, and neither one of them are like mine at all.
I know they're not. Neither one are. Because you're not a centaur. You're not a Sagittarius. You're a water sign. You get different tits.
Okay, well, that's from memory.
Different zodiac signs have different tits.
Did you know those tits from memory?
I went to zodiac signs for tits school.
Oh my God. Okay, anyway.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Did you line the arrows to hit in a certain way? Like, did you do a certain degree angle, like, you know, if your art?
Well, I didn't measure with a protractor the angle, but visually they're shooting. They're shooting. You know, visually they're shooting in different angles and directions.
Oh, you've got a tail on Satan.
Yep.
You know, I don't think he really have a tail.
I know you don't think he does. I think he does.
Yeah, but if he wants followers, he's not going to look all scary.
Well, whatever. Satan's always depicted as scary. People like scary. That's why you like me, because I scare you.
Kind of. You kind of scare me a little bit, but you're like the biggest teddy bear ever.
That's what my ex-Ukrainian called me, a big bear. You're a big bear. You are like a big bear, Mike.
That's a big bear. Who's on the side of Satan? That's kind of pretty. I like that.
The side? What do you mean the side? And there's going to be Jupiter in the background. Unless I die, I'm
No,
going to paint Jupiter.
Below Satan.
What?
Below Satan? That figure? Kind of off to the side below.
Oh, well, you're looking on your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah. Well, that's a dying satyr that doesn't have a tail. He's just a regular longhorn satyr who's dying. But that you reminded me, and that's partially why I decided to go live, right? So I could draw and paint and have some sort of recording of the process.
Can I ask you, do you view Satan as different than Lucifer? Like, what if you drew the Archangel Lucifer there? Or, yeah, like, do you view them as different?
What are you talking about? See what is different? See Satan differently than
You
what?
said that you drew Satan, and I'm asking you, like, do you view Satan and Lucifer as different people?
Oh, well, yeah, why not? Sure, let's pluralize them. It's like Ariel is not every mermaid, right? So Satan and Lucifer, they're competing for the high job. Get to mix them up in some sort of dissonance and call them the same thing. But it's like the president, right? Two different guys can slide into the presidency of evil. One is Satan, and one's Lucifer, and who knows who's running what. And then one's Jesus, and one's Muhammad, and one's Abraham. Shit. Yeah, kid. But
no, I was wondering if you viewed them as two separate beings, or.
Well, I can.
Yeah.
I can view them as that. Right. Unless it's like I am Mike, and
do you have like a baby flying above everybody? What the hell is that?
What are you talking about?
What's flying above that centaur? The top. What is that thing?
You mean there?
I'm looking at that picture.
Oh, you're looking on your phone.
Yeah.
Flying.
What is that above?
There's nothing above Satan. Satan's just there.
No, the centaur.
Oh, the centaur. Oh,
is that a baby?
No, that's a baby centaur.
Is that a fairy?
It's a centaur that's a pixie. It's a pixie centaur, right? It's a Pegasus centaur. It's a Cupid centaur that's killing this satyr, right? She's pumping some Cupid love into this dude, but he's dying.
He's not killing Satan.
Well, all these other ones are killing Satan. This one's just for
the
fucking with the goat.
See where his is pointing.
What's that?
Okay.
Yeah. It's a dual action piece.
There's an arrow in her.
There's an arrow in the satyr.
Yeah. Well, it's a satyr. I mean, it looks like a girl because she's got breasts.
No, well, it's supposed to be a boy. It might be a girl. It kind of looks goddish, like a girl didn't make, like some Chinese woman with her in the face, maybe a little bit. But
is that a razor in your? What is that by your paint? You've got a beer can you've been drinking and a belt. What the hell? Why is your belt off?
I was using my belt to draw a circle. I attached a pencil to the belt like a string so I could draw a circle from it. It's not like I took my belt out and pulled my cock out and spun her, hey, circle, take that. But maybe I should do that.
Where is the circle on your art? I don't see it anywhere.
If this was a red tube, if this was a red tube hangout, I could do that, but it's not. What were you saying? Like if Google bought not just YouTube but RedTube porn, and then they allowed us to do uploads, I could pull my dick out and do a big semen circle with my back instead of the belt with it. But I hear what you're saying.
You don't own all that. Oh Jesus, Mike.
Now we're indefinitely in the crass category. Now I've said something rotten for those watchers of rottenness. Like your dad in the future, when I send him this video, and he'll be like, how dare you say that in front of him? What the Satan and Lucifer are different people? That's not true.
I'm not in that. Yeah, the stunt double. I'm not even there. Wait, can you see me?
No. I'm God, which channel am I? I think I'm on the Das Pook channel recording this.
Mike, if you do anything to embarrass me, I swear to fucking God, I will make you regret it.
Well, you already want me to regret a lot of shit.
Well, what? I made you regret shit already?
Well,
Like, what have I made you regret?
What do I regret? I regret meeting your neighbor Keith. That's who I regret.
You're so weird. Okay. You regret that? Like, you regret that night, or you just regret?
It's fine. It's fine.
That's not cool. I don't really want to go. You're drinking.
It's still all good. I'm drinking right now. I'm going to regret drinking right now on a camera, talking. With truth comes alcohol, or with alcohol comes truth.
That's when I get on Google's Hangout and then just see you, like, on my camera.
I know. Well, if you want to get on it, then just come on it. And, yeah, I mean, you'd have to pull out your hidden laptop that you secretly hide. And, you know, I understand.
Wait, is it just me and you talking? Please don't post
no,
it.
Brother John's in the room. It's just not only is he AFK, now he posted up a cookie monster with the letters AFK.
What does AFK mean?
It means away from keyboard. He's away from keyboard, so either it doesn't mean that he can't hear us. It just means that he's away from it, or he can't hear us. So he's either listening and not participating, or he's not listening, but in the future he can listen. So, in other words, it's just the two of us.
Oh, group of two of us?
Just
good.
the two of us.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not doing real well. I'm not doing too bad. I'm more problems are because of my thoughts than are actually problem in my real universe. It's actually okay. Like, it's still going on. It's still self-suspending. My dad's not dying yet, so there's no surgeries. There's no imminent death on the horizon. No one's incredibly ill or suffering other than myself.
What's wrong with yourself? I'm sitting blush. I'm trying to decide. I don't know. I was so scared when I go to your place. Kind of scary.
What? It's because it's
well,
haunted.
There's no place to park.
Are you here yet? Did you get here? Are you out front?
What?
Did you buy us a pizza?
No, I'm still at home.
Oh, well, get over here. What are you doing? Am I going to have a proper hangout if you don't, like, show in public romance and, like, drive over here, and then you can put all of your fears at rest around me.
There's no hanging out.
And then you think I'm like violent, or so then we can act like violent, like, here, take that, and I can use my belt and I can spank you like a naughty little girl in some sort of 1970s bad bondage flick.
You know what? That's kind of why I'm not going over.
Now that's nothing. I just made that up. You can say this though. Go ahead, lay your line on me. Why are you going over? Comment. No, I don't think so. Go on, try again. I'm kidding.
Mike's nice, huh? He wouldn't do that.
No, I'm not really gonna do that. I thought, like, we could act it out, right? And so then you would have the metaphor of my negativity, of your fear, mixed in with your actual presence, without actually having, like, anything to worry about in terms of your real presence. Which means there's no reason for you to not come over just because you speculate something nasty might happen.
Oh, no, I don't think anything will happen. I need to sober up.
Yeah, I mean, really, it comes down to that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm smart. Don't drink and drive.
Don't buy a pizza and drive. I'll tell you what, though, if you want to promise yourself that you'll come over, and what you do is you order me a pizza, and then you sober up for 15 minutes, and then you come here right when the pizza arrives.
You're so dumb.
Am I being dumb?
No, you're not being dumb. Okay, there's a staple gun. I'm looking at other things in this photo. Beer, car keys.
When should I shoot that? I put that on Instagram. Why did I do that? Why did I put a... Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got my car keys. I got my...
You shared my picture with Brother John. Is that the only person? And is that the only picture?
Well, I didn't... I brought it up in front of the camera from my phone. I didn't, like, send him an email with the picture.
So nobody has it, right?
Well, it's not recorded. Not a recording. No one else has it. No one else has your digital file.
Thanks.
Yes.
I'm just looking at your picture. I kind of have a headache. Oh my God.
You're overly worrying. You're worrying about nothing.
Oh no, I need to probably drink more water.
Hang on, I gotta narrow down the screen just a tad, and getting backup messages like, please back this up.
I'm the real Slim Shady. Please stand up.
That's right. That's right. See, I know how you act, lady. You act like Slim Shady. You hear something and then you like to rhyme it. Not really. Anyway, so get a load of this. This lady's a witch, right?
Whether or not you feel the need to use labels, really that's a different video altogether, because I do have opinions on whether or not the use of labels are really that important.
Oh, well, she has a video about whether or not the use of labels are really that important. I don't know.
Why is there another person talking?
I just played a video while I was getting ready to, I just wanted to comment on it because it was up. But I'm trying to, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to drop the link so other people can come into the Hangout, right, on my Google+.
Hey, Mike, you know you're on your other account.
Well, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm on the Das Pook account, but I'm still going to put it on my Mike Bell or Michael Bell Google page. Then
Don't put it on his page.
no, I do it on. Every time I do a Hangout, I post it on my Google Plus page. Oh shit! Actually, no. This one oddly enough got sent to the Great Debate Community's discussion board.
Oh boy!
We are not talking about anything with great in it or debate. Like, our conversation is ungreatness about the opposite of the debate. No one should be talking about this. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, it's going public, so people can talk about whatever they hear now. Now that we know it's public, what do we say? I like to get liquored up, so I say different stuff.
I'm already liquored up, but
I know. If you'd come here, I'd go.
Great, you guys are all looking up, and I'm not even stoned.
He's not even stoned.
What did he say, that we're freaking him out?
No, that we are liquored up and that he's not even stoned. He's feeling left out.
Okay, good. I was like, I don't want to freak anyone out or be a creep.
Oh.
I read there's a statistic that, like, the major thing that nobody wants to be called
every mermaid, right? So Satan.
Wait, what the hell?
You know,
I can't hear you.
Okay, hang on. Okay,
Daisy.
okay, go ahead, Christy. You were saying.
You mean Daisy?
Go ahead, Daisy. You were saying.
Just no one wants to be called creepy. It's like a weird, I don't know, like, call me anything but creepy. And fat, but not creepy.
Hey, Christy, does the devil in fact wear Prada, Christy?
the Hill?
It's a serious
So he does wear a blue dress.
Does he wear Prada?
No, I would say that
No, he wears a blue dress.
Brother John contends that Satan or the devil wears a blue dress, even though Prada might have come out with a blue dress. Okay, anyway. Okay, go ahead and answer, Christy. What do you think?
I think that's like the dumbest question ever.
Okay, then back to what you were saying and ignore my dumb question.
My devil was a blonde.
You have to learn to juggle, Christy. Just because you get interrupted,
What?
there's multiple. We're in a community dialogue now.
What does that even mean?
That just means that if you get over-talked, then and you know you did, or somebody or something happened, that you can talk about what you were talking about again after they're done. You know. So right now, since we're on a digital forum and we're all talking, I just thought I'd see what you were talking about. That prior to me mentioning whether or not the devil wears Prada, I was trying to compare that to what it is you were talking about, but I can't remember what it was now that you were talking about, and I thought you would speak up.
I would just think that the devil per se, like the whole meaning and the word that it encompasses would incorporate like style and whatever it meant to anybody else. Like, so maybe to some people he would be wearing Prada and to others he wouldn't. But that right there in itself is being credence to saying that the devil is real. So I don't know.
So you don't think the devil wears Prada? Okay,
I think that it's kind of an individual person. Like for me, yeah, my devil for sure wears Prada. Like he's a sexy ass devil in my world, but I can't speak for other people. Like, would you want the devil to really be wearing like Mary Kate and Ashley? No. Like, but in my world, right? It's whatever I encompass and see.
Does the devil wear a Macy's Parade balloon?
Well, that would signify like kind of.
Don't get too steeped in it. Don't worry about it. Never mind. Don't answer that question.
I don't know. I just think that everybody is just, it's different. For me, no, he wouldn't be on a Macy's parade balloon. No, mine wouldn't anyway. I'd be like, what you doing on that balloon? Don't you have better things to do?
Right. See, the thing about Christy is she's got a very definitive idea of all the characters in heaven and hell and what they might be like and how we could get along. And anything that's a little weird, a little off, a little too conceptual, video gamey or something, it itself is problematic of just being a product of the imagination and couldn't possibly be representative in any spiritual realm. That Lucifer and Satan are in fact different entities and not the same entity. Because in her cardinal view, they're referencing the same thing. It's not a position like President of the United States. Either Satan or Lucifer. What do you want? Satan, Lucifer. Lucifer, Satan.
Well, I just think it's interesting that when you talk about Lucifer, like they talk about heaven, and then as soon as he comes to earth or he's earthbound, it's Satan. So I view them as different entities in a way. Maybe almost like, but the same. Maybe it's like a woman when she gets remarried and has a different last name. She's the same person, but a different person.
Well, but no, it's more like Jehovah and Yahweh. Like when I refer to Jehovah, can I just say Jehovah Yahweh and refer to the same person? Or is Yahweh and Jehovah necessarily different? Because when after they got married, like after the New Testament, then all of a sudden Jehovah and Yahweh, they're two different things. They're not the same. And they never were the same thing, right? Lucifer never was Satan. maybe he was Satan back then, like Yahweh, and then we got Jehovah. Who knows, right? Maybe I'm way off on this, but okay, back to you. You're imprinting indefinitely into the future of.
Well, I think Satan is definitely an earthbound name, whereas Lucifer is more of a spiritual or kind of a free. Satan kind of signifies like, you're tied down to the earth, you're bound to it. It is like the original, like a sin.
So, do you think that Jesus is Lucifer? And that Satan is a horned goat man with a lizard tail and some chicken wings?
No, I don't think Jesus is Lucifer or Satan. And I think he's like the complete opposite.
How can you be opposite of two things?
Well, it's just like what's the opposite of black is white. What's the opposite of Satan would be like Jesus.
Yeah, but what's the opposite of dark gray?
White gray?
Is it creamy white? White gray?
Pasty.
Just check it. Getting an idea of where your color palette, your color wheel
I just
is.
think any idea that you have, any type of firm notion that you can possibly grasp on any concept can be there in and of itself. You can say what's the polar opposite of what I believe, and then there in itself is a disbelief, which, once a thought becomes a thought, it's a thing, and it can't, like, unbe a thing.
Like women's lib is not a thing anymore. It was a thing, but now it's called fourth wave feminism or second wave feminism. So women's lib, it exists, but only in a nostalgic form. Kind of like the word "and how" or the phrase "and how."
Well, if you're saying that there is no women's lib anymore, then it would mean that the women of the world accomplished what it was, the freedom, the liberties that they were.
Jump in anytime, Brother John. Mix this shit up.
And then that's why we don't have women's lib anymore, because we accomplished that. I mean, if you're comparing it to that, but we still do have women's lib because we haven't accomplished those things.
Well, but I just mean the phrase "women's lib." Like, I think of 7 billion people on the planet, I'm the only one right now that's using the phrase "women's lib." Right? Even in my mind, even my vocal cords are doing something that is not occurring in anyone else's mind until you hear the phrase, right? Then you reactivate it. But otherwise, women's lib is like ancient Greek. It's like a dead language, right? Or it's like old school English or old world, or what do you call it? Old English.
Maybe women don't feel the need to go around, like when we become in power, we accomplish something to go, yeah, women's lib. We're not acknowledged for each individual accomplishment that we create entirely as a woman, and as a human being, we're not taking credit for that. Maybe that's why you don't hear it, but do you think that it's an ongoing thing?
And what are women liberating themselves from ongoingly or successfully already accomplished?
Well, for me, one, I'm like, hey, I don't like doing certain things, so I don't do them. That's liberating in and of itself, like, hey, I don't like sucking dick, so I'm not going to suck dick.
Right, there's some women's lib. Like, hey, I'm my own person, and I
I'm
happen to be a woman.
not here as a woman that, what? I think that my partner or whoever, I would be with could, accept me for who I am.
As a non-dick sucker, accept me as the non-dick sucker.
Yeah, and be like, I like that strength in you. And then if they don't, they can go suck my dick.
And then they'll have a reason to say, suck my dick. Okay, I got you. So that's where Brother John jumps in. What do you think of the pejorative rebound? That the reason a woman doesn't suck a dick is so it puts more meaning to the phrase "suck my dick." Then again, he's probably AFK still. No, he's AFK again, which is dangerous. You know, we're seeing all this rotten stuff on a live hangout. What do you say?
Pac-Man.
What's that?
I don't know, he's playing Pac-Man. He's like, anything is better than this conversation. Anything.
Except for driving over here with a pizza and having a good time and hanging out. Oh, anything's better than this conversation.
Hey, like, well, nobody's even listening anyway, so,
Nobody's what?
I said nobody's listening anyway, so.
No, we have 2 viewers, and I'm one of them, so we have 1 viewer, which might also be Brother John. So we have at least 1 viewer outside of us.
Yay! Go team!
Go team, 1 viewer. Great. Go team Christy.
Daisy.
Go team Daisy. So what I'm drawing now is that you saw the dying satyr, right? The one that got shot.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I'm drawing kind of like a. Well, I should just draw it, not say what I'm drawing, because then.
What's a satyr?
What's that?
What's a satyr?
It's a faun, a half goat, half man mythology. Is a satyr. It's like a Peter Pan is really a half goat, half man, and so to pun it, what theater did was it took a woman to play a young boy, and they didn't give him goat legs either. They converted him to a woman and took away the goat legs. Otherwise, Peter Pan is supposed to be a flying goat. It's a fact. I'm fucking sticking to it. I don't care if anyone tells me otherwise. It's a fact.
Thank God for small miracles.
Like, do you think that Robin Williams made suicide stylish again?
I think that I think that's really a disrespectful question on behalf of Robin Williams.
Well, he played Peter Pan. He was Peter Pan in Never Neverland, right? So
Well, I
finally,
think of him as Mork and a whole bunch of other things that, and like, just there's so much that he stands for. That
I know, but you know that's why I'm making a joke. It's because he also stands for humor. So I'm making a joke about him making suicide stylish again. Well, if Robin Williams is good enough for suicide, then suicide is good enough for me.
Well, that's the unfortunate thing, like with people like him that influence and have such an impact on the public, is that like his secret like pains and stuff that he was hurting, and he chose to do whatever he did, almost makes it like, you know, hey, maybe more open about it, but I don't think that he should be remembered for it because he did so many other things. A personal tragedy.
I know, but you know, I mean, in the future, like if my comedy crack was heard in 20 years from now, when people like looked at him more as a historic figure, and they couldn't exclude the fact of his suicide from who he was, then they might look at it and think, hey, that's kind of a funny joke. He made suicide stylish again in the day and age when Belgium has euthanasia. Boy, back there in the mid-2016s, way back when, those ancient days, Belgium had euthanasia, and Robin Williams killed himself. It was a fabulous time of feminism and non-blowjobs and self-identification. And I just keep rambling on that. Plus drunkenness and alcohol and Brother John.
I don't really, like for me, I loved Robin Williams in so many different ways. Like, just as an actor, he was just so amazing.
Well, he was great in Ghostbusters.
I remember him for the way he died, because I don't think he would want us to remember him that way. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. It's not respectful, but a lot of comedy isn't respectful. That's why it's a joke.
Oh, I get it. Like, you're making a joke. Well, that was really kind of a dumb joke.
What did he make? Like the Devil Wears Prada. The Devil makes Prada look good again. Robin Williams makes Suicide look good again.
Yeah.
Like Suicide. The joke is that Suicide never looked good, right? That's the whole joke.
Well, yeah, I get that. I just am like, I guess Prada was not, like, is not that cool.
I think
The
Prada.
devil makes it look cool. I like that. See, that's what I like about you, Mike. Like, you make me think in different ways, where I'm like, my devil's always in fashion. And so that's why I'm associating Prada with always in fashion. But then you take it and you're like, no, it's making a stupid thing look cool again.
Have you? I mean, it's either a movie called The Devil Wears Prada, or it's a play, or a script, or a phrase, or a meme, right? I'm not actually certain where the source of The Devil Wears Prada come from. To be honest, I thought Prada was like plaid. I thought Prada was like squares put together. I thought Prada was a pattern until today. I had heard the phrase "The Devil Wears Prada," but I never knew that it was a brand name. I didn't know Prada was just a brand name.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Like a nice brand name. That's why I was like, well, I guess Prada's out, and I just didn't know it. And the devil can make anything look good.
Well, and for the viewer that's watching, Christy's not very versed in culture. She's not steeped in cultural happenings. But she does know that Prada is just a brand name. But otherwise, she doesn't know anything about black culture, rap culture, Cheech and Chong culture. She doesn't know negative. She knows Mormon, I was married, I have some problems, and I'm neurotic culture. That's what she knows, plus some master, plus some other things, a lot of other things, certainly other things steeped in modern Americana culture. Just saying.
Well, I am.
Well, you're steeped in it. You're not aware of it. Meaning, the phrase "the devil wears Prada" is today the first time you've ever heard that phrase, that the devil wears Prada?
Of course not. I've heard it. I've just always associated it with the devil wears like name brand. You know, but then you made it sound like the devil wears stupid things that now are in. I don't know. No, of course I've heard the devil wears Prada.
Okay.
Prada, honestly, is a little above my age bracket. I'd say it's about maybe, I don't know, 60-year-olds maybe.
60-year-olds know
So
about it.
I don't have any Prada stuff.
Right.
Maybe 50, 60, so it's a little bit like my age gap, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, since you're 60 right now, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm not 60.
So anyway, so the angel is blowing through the goat man, right? But he's capturing the soul, and instead of hooves and goat feet, the dead angel or the spirit of the goat man, right? So he's like capturing the spirit of the goat man. But
I just think that you're applying that to yourself.
Well, of course. Why would I do a painting that wasn't a willful act of prayer to the universe?
Well, how is Cinderella a willful act of prayer to the universe?
Well, one day I thought Rapunzel will show up and she'll be in her tower and she'll let down her hair and it'll be glorious and I'll climb it. And then I ruined my feet and I realized I can't climb rope worth of shit. So maybe I'll paint Cinderella, who's just pissed off because the prince grabbed her ass in a palace and she's like, I'm done with that. Take my fucking shoe. I'm out of here. Or maybe I could be Snow White, like, oh, all of a sudden I'm bitten by an apple, but the apple's like a metaphor for disease and she's about ready to fly up to God because she's dead. She's done with her youth. It's all over with. She's not a princess anymore. And no, I don't know. I'm not applying all that. It could be any of the above. It could be anything the viewer brings to it.
You know, Turley, the inventor of the computer, was really bewitched by Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I think his name is Turling or Turning.
It's the Turing test, and he's not the inventor of the computer.
The computer.
He's not the inventor of the computer.
And anyway, he ended up killing himself, or so they say, but by a poisoned apple, because he was like so bewitched by Snow White.
He probably influenced the computer, like his work influenced the advent of the computer. But he was more of the code breaker
No,
guy.
really, and they were called the Turing machines. In the early days, before they became known as the computer Turing machines. That's right. So his last name is Turing.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, I saw the movie too. I saw the movie also. But
I just had read up that he was a avid Snow White fan.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. But then that's the thing is my painting was so close to real that people thought that I was really painting a real Snow White. That's how good of a Turing test my Snow White painting was. There, I'll be self-complimented.
Let's see.
Brother John, where did Brother John go? He's not even participating. Apparently, this is just our hangout.
Not anything important.
I think saving a satyr's soul and giving him feet again is really important.
I do too. Well, I guess, yeah. It is not turning.
No, it's turning. It's the turning test. And so I had a dirt devil. It was a red vacuum, and it didn't work so well. So I took it back, and I got a red Hoover. And I like the Hoover because it reminds me that I have hooves. So what better to have like the goat man, the fawn? He's just merely a Hoover, right? He's not a dirt devil. The dirt devil is like the devil, but he's not quite the devil because he's a dirt devil, right? But the devil, Satan, and Lucifer, they all go into a bar, and then these centers shoot them with arrows. The devil, Satan, and Lucifer all walk into a bar, and they're the same guy. It's the Trinity. It's the Father, Son, and the Holy Devil. The Father, Son, and the Holy Satan. That's how I like it.
Mike, it really, honestly, who is listening? Like, I've heard one voice already.
I don't know. Let me see. I think Brother John's still in the room, but I don't know. Let me see. And then I dropped it, but who knows who's giving it? Who knows these things? Okay, so John's in the room. He says he's away from the keyboard, and then we have two people watching. So, here we go. We definitely have some other person. Oh, and it says it keeps buffering. You're streaming wirelessly. He wonders. It was going to be super choppy anyway. In other words, maybe it's not going to even come out as a coherent video. We'll have to see. Well, we'll find out. If it's choppy, it wouldn't even matter if I posted it because no one's going to watch it anyway.
I don't want you to post it anyway because I don't want a choppy video.
Well, it's too bad. I already told you I'm doing it, and it's public, and you just carried on. So fine, you don't get to retract it now. It's not one of those consent laws for sex, like, hey, I consent to have sex, and then after I'm pulling my dick out, you're like, hey, I don't agree to have sex with you. It's like, hey, we're having sex, right?
You are nuts.
Well,
even at that moment, if the girl says no, it's no, or if the guy says no, it's no.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is like if they're in the middle of having an orgasm and they're convulsing on top of you, and you go, no, right now, no means no. Well, you've already started. It's already there. They're already there. They're already convulsing.
I'll give you that one.
There's not a lot of like going, hey, I'm gonna pull back consent now that you're convulsing on me. And I want you to respond right now.
I had my orgasm. I'm no, never mind. I say no. That's some funny shit. I'm gonna have to do that. Like if we ever, together, when I'm done, I'm gonna be like, no,
No, me.
no,
Right,
I'm
right.
done.
Well, but make certain you film it on your iPhone so you have evidence for YouTube, the court of public opinion, to get in on. We
That's
can
the
really.
difference between me and you.
Well, no,
Like,
but we
I wouldn't.
do it and then cause a huge stink, and then there'd be like a big, like, we could get famous on YouTube for you just like making a rape allegation while you're on top of me.
Oh, okay. That's really what okay, I want to be famous for. And let's see, B, like, I don't want to be famous, so no.
Now, every time you get
Okay.
close to being almost famous,
Oh,
you
my
just
daughter,
delete
let
your
me tell you,
account.
she's the one.
You just delete your fame account every time you get close to it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Your daughter, you got a couple of them. So what were you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, oh, yeah, I really want people, oh, well, my daughter is the one. Have you seen that video with...
Oh, right. Where mom's talking about...
It's like, yeah, no, I don't really want to be known for that.
Well, it's too late. You're known for this conversation.
Well, how could I be known if it's just you and me?
No, I mean in the future, because this one's recorded and it's public and we got viewers.
Okay, well, my head's kind of hurting a little bit.
Just like our phone call is being recorded by the NSA and the Utah database, and if they ever needed to pull it out and then show it to God in the afterlife as he's replaying your life story, he'll pull up this phone call and go, now this is where you had that phone call.
Because we're so interesting, like, there's not anything better to do than this phone call.
What, then to judge
people on their life? I would be like, oh my God, I am so sorry that this life is that boring.
Right, that's a good twist. That's a good apologetic to God when he's sending you to hell and go, I'm sorry, God, but this phone call was so boring that I can't even believe you're showing it to me now. Like, then again,
I would so ask for a to-do-over. If this were the limelight of my life, I'd be like, can I have a to-do-over?
Right,
well. Myself?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, he's back. Hey, bro.
Mike, excuse me, Mike. Where's the outside chat?
Oh, the outside chat. Okay, let me give you the link. It's on my Spook channel.
No, I'm looking for the outside chat.
I know. Well,
I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about the regular outside chat. I don't see it.
Is it there now? Okay, there is the link to the YouTube version, which apparently has a buffering issue.
No, I'm looking for the outside chat.
Oh, you mean outside in Google outside? Google outside. Hang on, I'll see if I can set that up.
I see it says, one part says I'm in a phone call, but then it shows that I'm the only one in there, though. It's weird.
Oh, the one with like 1,000,000 zeros at the end or something like that? Did you know that's what it meant? It's a number. Google is a number.
Googleplex, 1 in 100 zeros.
I guess everybody knew that. It's kind of really a dumb thing.
I'm not everyone. I don't know a lot of things.
Oh, did you not know that? Google was a number? It's like one with like, was it? I think it's a
Googleplex, I knew.
After it.
From a kid.
That's called a quadrillion Google. It's called Alphabet is what it's called. they're going to own all numbers, and then they're going to own the alphabet, and they're going to own everything. And now we're just Borgs on a Borg planet trying to give futuristic information to save humanity. And you got to do your job to unweave the weave. And get on with it.
Google's the number of the beast. The number of the beast.
Googled with like one with, I don't know, like a whole bunch of zeros. Like
100. 100 zeros.
Did you know that?
Yes. It's called Googleplex.
Oh, hey, see, look at that. You can always, like, think of something more. It's kind of like a god, like, ever knowing, like, he just keeps thinking of more stuff.
Save humanity in the future. No. Wait, I'm dead in the future. Why do I want to save humanity? I don't have any kids to save humanity for. Why do I care about your stinking kids, people?
That's how I saved humanity, by making it so that Mike Saul doesn't have any kids. Here's your fun. I saved humanity.
Well, you know, in that night that we had the blowout, you know what you said? You said this. You said, well, I think that because you haven't had kids yet, maybe you're not supposed to. Like, you're genetic inferior. So, you know, and I was like, oh, great. Late bloomers are inferior. Late bloomers.
I was trying to find
I'll
all
be right back.
about why you don't have kids.
I have kids.
And maybe that is one.
Well, I might have kids.
Huh?
You said I might have kids.
But you're like a guy. You can have kids like you when you're 70 even. So I don't know why you're all sweating it.
You can't if you're dating the same woman.
What?
You can't have kids if you're dating a 70-year-old woman when you're 70.
Well, no, I think if you're 70, you get like a younger woman. But you gotta sell some paintings.
You gotta sell some paintings.
You want a younger woman when you're 70.
Well, I purposely stayed poor so I could be forced to only hang out with older women.
That you're gonna, well, no, I think that it's easier to get a younger woman than an older woman.
Because they're looking
Well,
for
you've proven that.
Well, you're slightly younger.
You date like way younger, Mike. Like 20 years younger than yourself.
Yeah, I can do that. There's a guy named Von Helton who does that, who did that. Of course, he used trickery and deceit instead of, he used "I love you forever" in the most romantic sense, and then he defaulted to aliens, a flat Earth, and Mandela effect. Some older guys have more class than good old Von Helton.
Well, I don't know.
No, I'm just babbling. I could. Who knows what the future will bring? Who knows what will happen?
I'm kind of a little bit bored.
Bored people are boring people. If you can't unbore the conversation, I'm not certain what to do with you. Better. That's why I brought you here, to hype it up, Christy. I mean, Daisy.
I'm hyping it up.
Just hype it up.
I feel like it switches all by itself. I'm just talking to myself. You're not even talking to me.
No, I was, but I think Brother John bailed on us. He doesn't want to be associated with this kind of drama.
I know, because we're all sorts of bad.
I know. I keep doing bad. I keep doing bad
I'm
until I'm
sorry.
blind to being bad.
I'm sorry that your thing failed.
Yeah, I'm a little
Might
bummed.
fail.
I'm a little bummed about it.
Well, that's what you get when you just throw me in a room by myself.
Well, I'm in here.
I know, but you're not even talking to me.
Well, it's because I was in the other room. John was supposed to talk to you. He was my surrogate me, trying to fetter out information from you.
I liked his voice. He had a really nice voice.
Mm-hmm. Because it sounded East Coast, or because it sounded urban, or because
It's really deep. He has a really deep voice.
Really deep voice. Yeah, I was thinking how my voice is really light, actually, and how I'd be nicer if I had a deeper voice. I was just thinking about that. Like, Christy, Daisy, you've got a real nice, light-pitched voice. It's feminine. You don't sound like a man. Somehow I knew I was alone then. When the time came, and I was all alone in a room. Because either my battery died or Daisy hung up. And looks like she hung up. And Brother John left the room, and now I'm doing a hang. So what's the moral of the story of this hang? What am I doing? Why am I doing? Why are you watching? What are you doing? Why are you guys doing what you're doing? Especially when I have a buffering problem. Ooh. Let me ask if I still have a buffering problem. Still buffering? Buffering. Question mark. Let's see if we get anything out of that. Thank God I dressed like a murderous Mexican vato today from the 80s. Buttoned up my plaid shirt just at the top. And wear a fedora and a pinky ring. And a soul patch. And then I whistle the song Tequila when I'm out in public. And somehow I think my vato charade has any significance. I'm not too particularly concerned about myself. I'm trying to figure out how to concern myself about everyone else in the universe. From you people, huh? Anyway, salvation. What are you really worried about other than afterlife salvation? Okay, fine. You know who I'm going to call? I'm just going to call. God, there is a buffering problem outside. I think my whole screen froze. Shit. Shit, man, shit. That's no good for a live event. Jesus. Oh, man. Oh, okay, we're still moving on the reload. Oh boy. Huh. Fighting, warring, fighting, holding exceptions, being desired, being nostalgic, being old school, being old past, saying some of this, saying some of that. Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Rat-bat-tain, got no brain. Okay, so I need to readjust when I'm drawing and draw it a little differently, but just a little differently, and and not run this character into a horse's ass called a centaur ass. Whatever you do, don't do that. Okay, so, well, if I'm slowing down really quickly, like I got the brakes on heavily, and all of my guests have fallen out. Christy's gone. I mean, Daisy's gone. And Brother John's gone. And no one else is joining the room. Only Dynamic Universe out in the sideline in the side chat. What's the point? What's the point of it all? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the point. I don't know what the point should be. And I thought maybe maybe I'll just shut this little micro hang down. I don't have any philosophical additives in this one. I think it might be a noble thing to do is to not add my philosophical opinion about my emotions or predisposition towards the universe right now. Yeah, the best idea is to make certain that you protect yourself through intoxication. Intoxication prevents you from the powers that be from getting a hold of you and possessing your life into the quantum weirdness that it might become. Oh, that's right. Protect yourself from the fifth dimension and just jump to the seventh dimension. And then jump on cloud nine. Cloud nine's always good. Get to the ninth dimension. And then, when you're finally ready, post-biologic organism to skip to the 10th and 11th dimension. And your consciousness becomes aware of its destiny in the clouds and its soul in your afterlife, and your work is complete on this planet. At that point, yes, and only until then, you get to glide out of the body into the universe, yada, yada. Now that's not Italian, but it might be Italian because that's what Rome is in the Catholic Church, and that's Italian. Protestants are just Latin, Italian lover haters. Because they're all from Ireland. All the Protestants are Irish, and they hate those Italians making love to their plump, juicy, pale women. Kiki. Oh yeah, for anyone watching, if life gets hard, even if it gets real hard, like if it gets real bad, you never off yourself. You just never off yourself, right? You're here for the most longevity of existence, right? It's your job to dilate your existence absolutely as long as possible. Survive, repair, refocus, recalibrate, and continue on. You don't take your life away. You let life take your life away. And you don't do it any other direction. I swear to God, if I find out you killed yourself, I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you. It's like, if you kill yourself, I'm going to kill you when you get here. And then you'll be happy. And my irony, my ironic, oh, you killed yourself. Now you get to go to hell and die forever. I don't know. Someone said, evil is the opposite of live. And live is like life. So evil is anything that you do that's anti-living. So make certain that you're living and you're not dying, and then you won't be evil. And that's really the only criteria, is that you live. You don't die, because if you kill yourself, you die, and then you're evil because you're not living. Anyway, that kind of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. I think people know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I think the pace is going to change now. I'm pretty certain. A, I haven't brought out my oil paints, so B, I'm not going to paint, and C, I'm definitely not going to finish this painting, even if I brought it out, in terms of like trying to knock it out in a 24-hour period from now. I just don't think it's in the cards, right? I wouldn't want it to be in the cards because it would be sloppy if it was. Okay, so that being said, I think I'm going to hang up. I'm probably going to call my lady friend Daisy back. Probably. And, gee, Tennessee, I don't know what else to say. I know. So I'm just going to, go off air, I guess. All right, I'm going to check the room, see if anyone else is in the room. Looks like we have a total of 2, maybe 3 viewers. Yes, we got some 3 viewers now. It's a lovely thing. Fabulous, lovely thing that I've been associated in a long time. I'm so happy to have 3 viewers live. I feel like the most popular guy in the class